Check, check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2. 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 got here, like when they start like doing like the intros and stuff. Okay. Like if they start introducing, then we'll just go after the anthem. You want like the anthem? Yeah. Okay. All right. Just after. Yeah.
Fans, the NCAA and Plattsburgh Street appreciate your support and commitment to providing an environment where all of our fans can enjoy the excitement of the game. Hockey has risks and dangers, including the risk of being injured on the hockey puck. Be aware that the puck can be propelled into the seating area and not force to cause serious injury. Fans, please watch for flying pucks. The NCAA thanks officially witnessed by our taxpayers for their support of NCAA championships. Your contributions help enhance the education and athletic experiences of nearly 1 million NCAA
Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2 1 2, testing, testing, testing. I'm ready. Good afternoon.
Did you guys get started? There's one over there. Maybe? It's top lines for us. Yep, all top lines.
this thing right here. So if there's play happening right there, I can just look over here because there's no delay. So it's like nice. Oh.
I'll try and stay as small as possible.
Oh no, you're all right. You're all good. Trust me.
Are you guys students?
Yes.
Awesome. What year?
I'm a junior. He's a senior.
All right.
Hans Hummerschlag.
Franklin.
Nice to meet you, Eli.
Eli? Awesome. You want to get into broadcasting?
Yes.
Both of you? Yeah. Cool. You do all the
Fans, please welcome. And now taking the ice, the Middlebury Panthers. Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to the 2024 NCAA Division III Women's Ice Hockey Tournament Quarterfinals at the Santa Ice Arena on the campus of Plattsburgh State University. This afternoon's game features the Middlebury Panthers against the Plattsburgh State Cardinals. Plattsburgh State and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and tolerated by irresponsible removal. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and positive game environment. Respect is the name of the game. It's time to meet the starting lineups. First up, the visiting team, the Middlebury Panthers. Starting at left wing, a junior from Baltimore, number 8, Cat Abigail. At right wing, a senior from Orchard Park, New York, number 22, Aubrey Lazar. At center, a junior from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, number 3, Jordan Howard. At defense, a junior from Torrance, California, number 5, Sabrina Kim. And a sophomore from Middlebury, Massachusetts, number 4, Rachel Green. And 74, a sophomore from Lancaster, New York, number 1, Sophia Hill. And personal manager Jill Vanderbilt is assisted by Emily Applebear and Hannah Shaw. Now, let's meet the home team, the Plattsburgh State Cardinals. Starting at left wing, a senior from Stoughton, Massachusetts, number 34, Carol Bell. At right wing, a sophomore from Burlington, Massachusetts, number 9, Adam McLean. At center ice, a graduate student from Tewksbury, Massachusetts, number 7, Julia Masoda. Starting on defense, a freshman from Monroe, New Jersey, number 4, Adriana Logan. And a graduate student from Philly, Michigan, number 8, Kendall Watson. And a graduate student from Lake Forest, California, number 21, Lauren Reese. And coaching the Cardinals is Kevin Hope, who's assisted by Julia Tickett and Cassie Abbott. Your officials for this afternoon's NCAA Women's Ice Hockey we honor our great nation and those that support our freedom at home and abroad, we ask that you please rise and able remove your caps. Now, to perform the United States national anthem, please welcome Tom McNichols.
Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It is the time we've all been waiting for, the NCAA Division III Women's National Hockey Tournament. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Hans Sommerschlag. Joined alongside me is my color commentator, as always, Eli Perez. Eli, how are you doing this fine Saturday afternoon?
Oh, I'm just ready for some hockey. This NCAA tournament, we've been waiting for it for a long time. These Cardinals have gotten their rest from that SUNYAC championship game that they lost in overtime, but they're just ready to play and they're ready to continue that stride for that national title.
Yes, and let's go back to that game against Cortland that was here last Saturday. Cortland getting the edge in that one, 2-1 in overtime. And Cortland, unfortunately, got knocked out of the first round in this tournament, Eli, over the week.
Oh, yeah, and Cortland, they had a momentum going in, winning their first SUNYAC conference title in program history and in the conference history as well. Plus, they were hosting, they got the best of them, and overall, it was sad to see their season come to an end in the first round.
Yeah, and so as one tournament came to a close, another one opens here for these Cardinals, starting in the quarterfinals of the Division III Women's Ice Hockey Championship. Got the bye from the first round, even after that championship loss.
Well, it's mostly the amount of hard work they put this whole season. Overall, they've won their games. They've done their things to win conference games as well. Any opponents that came their way from this division, they know what was expected, and that's why they got the number 2 seed.
And that centering pass by Boric, gloved down and covered up by the sophomore out of Lancaster, New York, Sophia Will. But these two teams familiar with each other. Of course, they face off in an annual Cardinal Panther Classic, which they met in the finals of again this year on November 26th. Plattsburgh, of course, came away with the win 3-1. It was Mazzotta, Kasperzak, and Pazmondi scoring the goals in that one. And so we'll see maybe a similar type scoreline, similar type game here today, Eli?
Oh, yeah, and if you're Middlebury, you want to stop these Cardinals' top scorers. You want to block in Mazzotta, you want to put the pressure on Pazmondi, and you want to continue to put pressure on this defense as well, which had a good game in that SUNYAC championship game, but struggled offensively to score.
And so, like I said earlier, the Cardinals having a week off, but these Middlebury Panthers played in the first round an outrageous W over Western New England, 8-0. They're going to be coming out with a lot of momentum in this one, huh, Eli?
No, yeah, and especially if they're on a 4-game winning streak, winning their conference title as well, and coming into this first round, going off offensively and shutting out the other team, they're coming in with momentum, and they want to be that lower seed to upset this higher seed.
Yeah, definitely going to be a hungry Panther team out there today, as that one sent around. Calhoun will go get that one. She'll look to center that one, but Facette not able to get on that. Neither is Kasperzak.
Oh, keep an eye on this Middlebury defense. They're going to continue to pressure this offense. They're going to continue to put the pressure on these top scorers. Pazmondi and Mazzotta are going to have to try to find ways of playmaking or finding an open player to get that goal.
And so Balfour trying to stretch that pass out to Kasperzak, never got to her. And so now Middlebury working in some neutral ice, finally getting it into that Cardinal zone. But a nice takeaway there by Urban, trying to fight for that one, take it away from these Panthers. And now far circle, that shot down the middle doesn't get through on Nice. And now Francis moving out for it, gets taken down, and so now an early penalty and a great power play opportunity coming for these Plattsburgh Cardinals.
Oh, an opportunity right there. You can see that trip right there costing Middlebury, and it's going to give the Cardinals an advantage on the power play, you know, some 5-on-4 action here in the first period.
And so junior defenseman Sabrina Kim heads to the box for 2 for tripping, and so these Plattsburgh Cardinals will go on the power play for the first time in this game and the first time in tournament action this season.
Oh, Sabrina Kim, if this was the regular season, that would have been her first penalty of the year. She was 0 for 0 this entire year.
And so some tic-tac-toe, and Olashansky, her shot never got through, looked to be off the body of the captain, Kat Appleyard. And that shot, glove down, nice stop by Sophia Will.
Oh, Sophia Will is the leading goal minder for the Middlebury defense. 19 games played, only allowed 21 goals, and that goal average 1.09 with 404 saves. It looks good.
And so a face-off win for Middlebury. That was McKinnery. And now a 2-on-1 chance. Here's McKinnery, her shot. Nice stop there by Nice.
Oh, good breakaway right there for Middlebury. They could have went for that 1-2 punch out right there, but no. She decided to take her on her own, maybe a better matchup with her against Nice.
Yeah, and so McKinnery electing to hold the puck herself, didn't get the right shot she wanted right into the logo of Nice. Now here's Boric off that face-off win for the Cardinals. And it's Wasik to hold, looking to move that one up to Mazzotta. Mazzotta back over to Wasik. And Wasik gets it all the way up ahead for Norton. Norton now getting that one to Wall. Wall looking for help. Mazzotta's there. Gets it to Norton, over to Wasik, manning the point. 42 seconds left in the power play. Here's Wasik, doesn't shoot. Over to Boric. Boric shot, tried to tip on by Wall, just never got the right connection.
Oh, Oh, getting pressured by that defense, and she got a little bit trapped up right there. Couldn't get the puck.
So 22 seconds to go on the power play. Can Plattsburgh get something done here? That one's dumped in around again. So 10 seconds to go on the power play. That cross ice is good to Boric. Boric moves ahead, can't get around the defense though. Great job by Julia Johnson off that one. And now McQueen has to just dump that one in as Kim was coming out of the box, couldn't find a way to get the puck to her. Here's McLean, however, for the Cards. Moving that one up to Pasmondi. Over to Francis now. Francis brings it in. Pasmondi can't control it, and so Thompson will have to retreat to get that one as the icing is called off.
Wow.
Here's Pasmondi. Pasmondi surveys, finds Calhoun. That pass a bit too hard for her to handle, however. And it's tipped in by Fernandez. Thompson back over to Forsyth. Calhoun can't get to that one. So it'll come down and back for an icing.
Oh, if you really see these pass plays right there, the back and forward, Middlebury has more of a fast-paced game right now against the Cardinals. It's looking like the Cardinals are feeling more drained. I don't know if it will affect them throughout the whole game, but if Middlebury continues on with this pressure, they could run away with this game.
Yeah, and Middlebury already 2 great early 2-on-1 chances, but Nice 2 better stops for her end.
No, it's a challenge for Nice right now, and this is going to be really what sets this game apart.
So Forsyth has to retreat to grab that one. She moves it ahead to Francis, tries to get it to Calhoun. Here's Calhoun. Calhoun just elects to shoot it in. Wall will hold. And so Will covers up. And it'll be a stoppage in play. So 13:55 to go in the first frame in this one. Shots on goal in favor of the Cardinals, 4-1. But still so much time left, so much game to go. So now a fight for it on those end boards. It squeaks out Neiman, trying to get that one up and away. But Italiano, nice pressure there from her. Getting that one onto the stick of Kasperzak, who tries to move it back down to the hometown hero, Facette. Balfour finally gets it, but she elects to just send it back around. Can't get through the legs of Kim is Mataliano. And McInerney can't get it out herself. Kasperzak had a chance on that one, but a nice defensive stick there by Middlebury. Nice way to keep it in for the Panthers. Howard trying to fight for that one, but it squeaks out to Pasmondi. Pasmondi, her shot from that far circle off the pad of Will. Now Pasmondi gets it back down to Mataliano, who gets it over to Orr. Orr now around that far circle. Leaves it for Wasik. Wasik skating through, trying to find Pasmondi on the doorstep. But Will, a great cover-up there. Great heads-up awareness by her to stop play. 12:34 to go.
Oh, Will did a wonderful job trying to keep that puck out of her goal. And Pasmondi almost had an opportunity to break this game open, but couldn't get it with that defense.
And so Wasik, her shot, nice last-minute stop by Will, just able to get the pad down on that one. But now that centering shot out in front, and a nice cover-up by Nice.
We're going to see a clinic out here as Nice and Will throwing shots back and forward, showing off some amazing plays. You take a look back over there, how she just covers up really that right side of her, leaving that empty net, but still keeping that puck within her own glove. Apologies.
And so another face-off win for the Plattsburgh Cardinals. Trying to move that ahead is Wall. Wall now on the puck. Wall looks for help. Tries to find McLean, but that pass just a bit too far off the blade of her stick. as he tries to come back to knock that one off, and Balfour will get it for the Cardinals. Here's Balfour trying to get that one out, but a nice keep in there by Middlebury.
You don't want to slow down against an underdog team that's looking really to make an impact in this tournament.
Kinlan trying to make something happen for Middlebury, but taking off that puck is Norton, getting it up ahead to Masota. Masota leaving it for Wall, far circle. Wall brings it around. Masota wasn't in the position that she wanted her to be in. And now pinned against those boards, it's a fight for it. Masota looks to push that one out, but doesn't get it to Calhoun. Middlebury looking to move that one up, but it doesn't get past the stick of Forsyth, who was standing right on that Cardinal logo. Here's Kim. Kim looks to move it ahead. She gonna reach up. And here's Kasperzak. Kasperzak taking off the puck. Great use of the stick there by Liv Fernandez. Here's Thompson now to get that one. Getting it onto the stick of Kasperzak. Kasperzak, her shot just over the glove of Will. And Facette can't control that rebound. Nice takeaway for Middlebury. Moving up is Ziegler. Ziegler now with Fernandez. Can't find anyone as they collide, and Facette comes away with it. Facette trying to move that one up to Calhoun. Nice takeaway there, and the slap shot doesn't get through off of the stick of Ziegler.
It's an amazing play right there, and the Cardinals are just putting more and more pressure.
And that shot, another push away by Nice. Nice from her. Francis gets taken off that puck, and trying to move it ahead was for Wakas, but offsides called there, and so it'll be coming back to the circle right next to that Cardinal bench.
Oh, Facette kind of risked it right there with the little line change, but the Cardinals kept that puck still out of the zone. Get the offside.
So nice face-off win there by Ferraris. But Wasik can't control, and the centering pass from McInerney just a bit too much off of that one.
Oh, Urban really just kept an eye on that puck, trying not to let anything go by her in that middle side. Give me some protection right there in the goal.
So Ferraris dumps that one back in, and Wasik gets it over to Urban. Urban now trying to move that one ahead to Cheney. But Cheney couldn't corral it, and so coming back down the ice is Middlebury. And that shot in, scores! What a shot by Audrey Lazar to get the Panthers on the board. 9:20 left in the first.
Oh, what a wonderful shot right there, as it's all Middlebury. Middlebury opening this game up by 1, and if you really take a look at that shot, Nice had no other way to go. If she tries to really block that side, you know, her right side would be more exposing. You can see that shot right there in that corner.
Audrey Lazar able to put it right between the shoulder and the glove, but now coming right back is Pazmandi, but a better save by Will. Yeah, like you were saying, yeah, right in that sweet spot where Nice would never have been able to reach it.
Yeah, and that wrist shot is really what can you do? You leave one opening, you get the eye, it's over. You're going to get that little snipe in and get the lead towards your team.
And so Middlebury with the early 1-0 lead here. We'll see if they can keep that lead in their favor. But now moving up ice, or at least trying to, are the Cardinals. But a nice takeaway there by the Panthers. Delaney taken down there. Now she's got the puck behind the net, but a delayed penalty here coming towards Middlebury. And so after they get the early goal, they get another opportunity to put another one on the board, go up 2-0 as Pazmandi heads to the box for 2.
Whoa. It's a little bit risky for the Cardinals side, but we know the Cardinals, they are heavy on taking penalties, and with Pazmandi, that will be her 7th, giving her 14 minutes in totals in penalty time.
so now the Middlebury power play will get to work here. And as I said, we'll see if they can double their lead here, really make these Plattsburgh Cardinals skate back on their heels.
Yeah, and if you're the Cardinals, you got to really watch out for two numbers, number 6 and number 15. That's Kate Flinney, and I apologize if I butchered the name, but Middlebury's not a good offensive scoring team. They have 67 goals in total for the season, but they still find ways on trying to upset your defense.
Oh, and a nice centering pass there. That one would have been a goal for sure off of the stick of Hauer if it reached her. But now that pass by Naraki never got through. So now working it down is Middlebury. At the point is Johnson. Johnson's shot doesn't get in on Nice. And that shot also pushed aside. So Middlebury having to work here for that number 2 if they can get it, because these Cardinals will not let them get a second one easy.
Yeah, Middlebury's mentality right now is let's continue scoring and let's keep this momentum going against the number 2 seeded Cardinals.
And that by Kim was a nice pass, but Ferraris couldn't finish her shot off that one. So Ferraris centering, but that pass skips out of the zone. And so some crucial seconds will tick off the clock here. 30 to go in the Middlebury power play. Forsyth, a nice takeaway off of McInerney. Calhoun fighting for that one behind the net. Calhoun coming away with it, trying to push that one in on that side post, but Will locking it down to keep that one out.
No, Calhoun trying her best to keep the pressure on, and if she has to do it by herself, she's gonna do it by herself. Only one there in the Middlebury zone, and Middlebury still finding ways to keep this Cardinal offense on code.
And so the face-off stick side of Will, won by the Cardinals, trying to get it around to Boric was Balfour, but didn't reach her. And so now Middlebury will skate up ice with Johnson. But that play is called offsides. They got caught. It was Ferraris off that one. So face-off one there by Middlebury. Middlebury corralling this puck, looking to settle it down a bit. Will elect to dump it in instead. Get things going quick and fast. That seems to have been working for this Panthers side so far early in this one. But a nice takeaway by Calhoun to get it to Kasperzak. But Kasperzak cannot control as that one is up into the Middlebury bench.
Oh, it's just really the speed as well. And I have said it throughout every stream that we've been through together. Speed is always going to be the factor in how a game goes. And Middlebury has been showing that speed, that aggressiveness, and really the energy that they want to win this game.
Yeah, and a lot from that second line, especially number 15, Avery McInerney. Avery McInerney has got some wheels underneath those skates on her. Yes, she does.
Well, McInerney is also a playmaker as well. No reason why she's like really the top scorer, top playmaker. She got the assists, she got the points, and she's really the reason why this Middlebury offense could succeed.
So now Kat Appleyard trying to move it ahead past Forsyth. Successfully gets around her, trying to get around Thompson as well, but she elects to leave that back. But Delaney could not get to that one. Now it's pushed ahead. Wall trying to get that to Masota, but it's up into the stands for a stoppage in play. And so that puck, a souvenir, a lucky fan going home with it, courtesy of your Plattsburgh Women Cardinals hockey team.
Oh, that's true. They should give a puck over there to Let's Go Pasmandi.
And so another face-off win by Middlebury. That quick shot pushed away easily by Nice. And Forsyth looks to get it onto the stick of Thompson. Thompson now getting it over to Orr. or stretches it cross ice to Boric, and Boric's shot doesn't get through the crease.
No, nobody there for the rebound. The Cardinals could have got something there because that right side on Will was open.
So now a dump in. Icing called off. And now the Cardinals will have to bring it back up. Here is Pasmondi. Pasmondi swallowed there by the Middlebury defense. Great awareness by Farasis. Now playing this is Flynn. But Calhoun, a nice takeaway off of Ferraris. And here's Kasperzak getting that over to Calhoun near circle. Her shot just off those end boards. And now here's McInerney. Getting it over now. Up ahead to Flynn. McInerney once again on the puck. Back onto the stick of Flynn. Nice hold there, and it just wide of the net of Nice. That would have been a ringer to go in. That one they would have been watching over and over again.
That would have been a Sports Center top 10 right there.
But now McLean trying to get that one out, but a nice stick move there. It was 26 for these Middlebury Panthers. Raya Schluter. But a better takeaway by the Cardinals. And so Plattsburgh trying to move it up, but a hit there right near those sin bins, and so a stoppage is called. Oh, so taking a look at that one, yeah, just being held down there. Can't really see who was, but a Plattsburgh player was just being held down. And so a power play for the Cardinals, as it was Kylie Quinlan guilty of that one, and she heads to the bin for 2. So now here's Masota, and these Cardinals chance on the power play to tie this one up. 2:50 left to go in the first period.
Oh, if you're the Cardinals, you know you succeeded so well on the power plays. You know this is your time to shine, so you can tie this game and head into the second period with some momentum.
And so the penalty for body checking on that one, and it was a hard hit on those boards right near the boxes, but a shot there by Wasik is gloved down. That was Cece Ziegler for Middlebury. Now Plattsburgh trying to move it out of their own end, fighting for it in the neutral zone, and it's taking it away is Masota. Masota surveying, no one home, and so she dumps it around for Pasmondi. Pasmondi far circle, leaves it back for Masota, but some nice defense there by Ferraris. But Pasmondi able to keep possession for these Cards. Pinned up against that bench. A nice pass out to Wasik, who got it over to Norton, and Norton's shot just kicked up by Wall. And so now here's Pasmondi over to Norton. Norton in the middle for Masota, but unable to get a shot away. But Middlebury cannot clear. 26 seconds left to go on the Cardinal power play. Wasik over to Pasmondi, back to Wasik. Wasik teasing that blue line. 18 seconds left on the power play. That one skips past Will, and it is sent down and around. So some clearance for Middlebury as they look to kill the remaining seconds off of this power play. Looks like they will successfully get through this one. No harm, no foul. The score remains the same, 1-0 in favor of the Panthers after that power play.
No, in Middlebury, they're good at killing penalties, and this is the reason why. This is a real example how they killed their penalties.
Yeah, very stout defensively, getting around Will, able to close off any chance out in front.
It's like a wall, a 3-person wall right there to help you out, help your defense out, knowing that you're a player down.
So Forsyth will retreat to get this one. 22 seconds to go, but that shot patted away by Nice. Great awareness from her off that quick one. now a fight for it near the boxes, as it looks like this period will come to a close, but not before an icing comes our way. So 0.8 seconds to go in this period. We'll have enough time for a face-off and maybe a quick shot off of that. So now Orr and Ferraris take this one. And it's Orr to win it, but the period comes to a close, so nothing off of that face-off. As this period ends, it is the Middlebury Panthers leading the way by a score of 1-0 after one, courtesy of Audrey Lazar. Great goal from her. Eli, what'd you think of that first?
No, and that first period was something to really experience, knowing that, hey, Middlebury is the number 6 seed in this NCAA tournament. They're looking to make a really good impact, and they're wanting to upset this Cardinal team that has taken a break and looks to really be fully rested. But it looks like the Cardinals haven't been resting well, because they have been looking like they've been drained. Middlebury has been taking advantage of it. They have outpaced the Cardinals in this first period, and now is really to show, can Middlebury take this game away from the Cardinals and upset the Cardinals at their own house.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure head coach of Middlebury, Bill Mandigo, is going to be happy about this, how his team is performing right now, coming off that last win, carrying all of that 8-0 fire into this one. And Audrey Lazar was able to put it behind Nice, who is 5-4-6 in this one. And on the other side, it's Will Perfect in net, 8 for 8 for her. What have you liked from her so far?
Well, Sophia Will has shown what she can do. She's the top goal minder for this Middlebury team. She's shown why she has the record of 12-4-3 with 5 shutouts, and especially that performance that they had in the first round. They're carrying momentum, and they know, hey, it's a fresh slate. We're brand new. Nobody has any record. Let's not worry about that regular season record. Let's worry about continuing this momentum, this family support, and let's push for that national title that we haven't seen in Middlebury for a while.
You got that right. And so an exciting first period gone, but don't worry, 40 more minutes of excitement coming your way. The Women's Division III National Hockey Championship, live right here on PSTV, is coming right back after a short break. You won't want to go anywhere, folks. Second period action coming up right after these.
Diving in college taught me to strive and be the best athlete I can be, but also the best student I can be. My coaches always made sure that the student comes first, because not everyone's going to become a professional athlete. So they make sure that we will do great in academics. I knew that would only open the door to my future, and I'm really excited to start my dream program for physical therapy.
What am I looking at here? It's a spaceship. From where? From space? All right, people, let's hit these guys with some PSTV. Did not work.
Probably because it's a TV station and not a laser.
Football has taught me a lot throughout my life. It's definitely had a huge imprint on who I am as a person. Competing at a Division III level created that opportunity for me to go to college. Not only was I the first one in my family to graduate college, but I was really the first one to even go. Being the first one, I'm breaking that cycle, and now that I've graduated, I'm not sure what's the next step, but I know I have a lot of doors open. And a lot of those are open because I played football and ran track here at Otterbein.
Here at PSTV, we've been watching a lot of sports, and it's starting to show around the office.
And next on Cardinals Sports, next on Cardinals.
All right, man, you're too tired. We're going to take you out
Boss,
this
I
one.
got one more story like this. Come on. Take it from here, man.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
Dude, I'm telling you, I've known him for so long. He is so the right guy for the job.
That's it.
Yeah.
Whenever he's ready.
PSTV, Plattsburgh State Television. Oh, this one? PSTV, Plattsburgh State Twitter verification. PSTV, Plattsburgh State twerk video. When is lunch? Plattsburgh State Television. Like, I've said it like 6 takes ago. PSTV, Plattsburgh State Television.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health, getting enough sleep, eating properly is all what it is to be healthy. I decided that I want to go into personal trainer and share my knowledge that I obtained in college about physical and mental well-being.
Dance corps makes me feel confident. Dance corps means to me family. Dance corps is motivating. Dance corps means new friends. Dance corps means old friends. Dance corps means unity. Dance corps means creativity. Dance corps means love. Dance corps is fun. Dance corps means friendship. Dance corps is exciting. Dance corps is my support system. Dance corps is my favorite thing.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
What I love about Film Club is our incredible excitement for the topics and the way we just keep building on top of each other. It's a great community.
The SUNY Plattsburgh Film Club is divided into 2 sections, film production and film analysis. We'll be looking at how to really break down the technical aspects of the film industry.
Film Club is a great place to come together and talk about all things film, whether it be about actual films, certain genres, or things that take place behind the scenes in terms of making films.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
Committed to helping students pursuing careers in journalism and communication-related fields. These are just a few media professionals that we aspire to. We strive to embody the history of the National Association of Black Journalists.
Plattsburgh Hoop Troop is a recreational club where you can either come to learn how to hoop, you can come for hoop fitness, or you can just come to hang out with your friends if you already know how to hoop. It was something I started as a sophomore because I love to hula hoop. Our open flow sessions take place from Friday 2 to 3 and Tuesdays 6:30 to 8. Watch PSTV on channel 10.1 or Charter 194.
Proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
A good citizen is someone who wants to make a positive impact, both in their communities and in the world around them. The Division III approach is absolutely the best approach out there for amateur sport because it wants student athletes to explore all parts of who they are. Be successful in the classroom, be successful in competition, be successful in the community. So our student athletes learn what it means to strive for and attain success, but doing it the right way and being good citizens.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, being a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
I believe sportsmanship is it's a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
PSTV is a student-run television network. Students are seen as the underdog when it comes to television, so I think people should watch it just so people can see how well we do television. I think it's great. Are you gonna let me say it this time?
Nope. PSTV. We'll never cut you off.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
Hi guys, my name is Jordan. I teach kickboxing in Memorial downstairs in the fitness center from 8:15 to 9:15 every Wednesday. Basically, we do basic kicks and punches, and then we add stretches and cardio into it, and you guys should definitely come out and check it out.
And welcome back, everyone. Thank you for staying with us here on PSTV's coverage of the Division III NCAA Women's Ice Hockey Championship. And before we get this second period started, we'd like to wish the NCAA a happy 50th anniversary. 50 years of these tournaments, the NCAA bringing you great collegiate action for the last 50 years, all excitement, all the thrills. Thank you, and hopefully 50 more spectacular years to come after this will make it to 100. It would be something special. But as we do that, we will take a look around the bracket now. Elmira and Amherst still locked in a 0-0 tie. Adolphus and University of Wisconsin, River Falls, undefeated, I might say, are River Falls. They are up 1-0. And then the upset watch this afternoon. Hamilton 3, Adrian 1. That's going to be one to keep an eye on. We'll see if the hot Hamilton team can keep their momentum. They've really been a team, coming into this tournament, not that many wins, coming in as one of the final seeds. Hamilton, they've really been impressive through 2 games so far.
No, and they have. It's just mostly been, it's anybody's game. Remember, once the tournament begins, it's a clean slate for every team. So every team knows that, hey, no matter the seeding, we have to take advantage. We're in this tournament. We're here to win it.
But action back underway here from the Ronald B. Stafford Ice Arena in Plattsburgh, New York. The Panthers of Middlebury up 1-0 courtesy of Audrey Lazar. A great goal from her, putting it in between the shoulder and the glove of Nice. But the Cardinals coming out on this one, a delayed penalty call coming here, and so only a minute, not even, only 43 seconds into the second period, the Cardinals of Plattsburgh will go on the power play for 2, as it will be Jordan Hauer of these Panthers heading to the box.
No, it's just the Cardinals getting advantages after advantages after advantages. And if you're Middlebury, you want to continue to put on that heat, knowing that you only allowed your opponents 7 out of 57 chances in getting power play goals, so they know when to kill their penalties.
And so after the first power play went to the wayside for the Cardinals, we'll see if with this advantage they can tie this one up at 1. But a costly turnover almost there by these Cardinals, but able to get that one back. That would have been a all-alone short-handed chance for Middlebury. But now that shot by Facette off the pillow of Will. Now here's Orr, getting it back to Boric, over to Thompson. Thompson now down to Pasmondi. Pasmondi gets it over to Orr. Orr trying to find McLean out in front, or right into 2 Middlebury Panthers. That pass able to get through to Boric. Almost a breakaway opportunity for Middlebury, but they will make the change instead, as Thompson holds this one and finally sends it to Pasmondi, who gives it right back, and she sends it over to Norton. So Plattsburgh looking to work now from this glove side after Norton sent it around, but nothing getting going here. Middlebury, another great takeaway. McQueen just dumping that one in as Middlebury goes off for a change, and Wasik will collect. Here's Wasik now, onto the stick of Masota. Masota bringing it down and around. Looking for help, she finds Norton, who gets it to Wasik. Wasik back over to Norton. Here's Wasik with the shot, just wide of Will. Here's Wall now, far corner. Moving it around, Oleshansky, her shot, wide of the net as well. So Plattsburgh not able to get a shot in on Will on this power play as it comes to a close, and another shot high of the netminder for Middlebury.
Oh, Sophia Will doing everything she can, and this is why she's still perfect in 2 periods, and it's just showing why this defense is also scary as well.
And Norton unable to control that pass as it goes all the way down to Nice. But Norton able to get that one back up and out, and it comes right back down for an icing.
Like in the first period, Middlebury, they're still continuing to put the pressure on this offense, and defensively they're just getting by the Cardinals, and it's just the Cardinals have to play catch up. They have to find chances where they can score and put this game at 1 apiece.
Facette wins that face over the Cardinals. Trying to get it around to Calhoun was that pass from Kasperzak, but she has to try to get it back from Ferraris. Kasperzak now trying to find Fazette, but in the middle of that one is Hauer. And Kasperzak once again has to receive her own pass. It's Calhoun now. Calhoun trying to get that one onto the stick of Fazette out in front, but didn't get to her. And moving down ice is Middlebury. Kinlan trying to race for that one, can't get to it. But nice to keep it in is for Fernandez. Takeaway by Urban. And now Calhoun trying to get it out of her own zone. Finally does to Kasperzak. Kasperzak surrounded by 3 Middlebury defenders. Looking to center it, but all around are the blue shirts. McLean handing it ahead to a Middlebury player, and a nice backhand, but an even better glove stop by Nice.
Nice just continuing to read that puck good, continuing to put the pressure on, and it's just really Middlebury. After that first goal she allowed by, she said, nah, I'm not going to let it go this by as well. And look at that shot right there. It could have been an easy one on her left side. Nice could have she would have let that go if she didn't kept her eye on it. And it's really just good reaction time on Nice.
And so that backhander by Delaney Gonarwichu is no good. Now face-off coming near that Plattsburgh bench.
A little good backhand right there. Less power than you expect, but it was still a good opportunity from that Middlebury offense.
So now here's Middlebury on the puck in their own end. Looking to move it out is McManus. Middlebury still trying to get it up and out, but Mazzotta, nice defense there to get it back into the possession of Wall, who gets it back to Mazzotta. Here's Mazzotta leaving that one for Wall. Kiera Wall on the puck, moving it to Boric. Boric over to Julia Mazzotta. Mazzotta down to Boric, onto Wall. Wall couldn't get the backhander done on that one as she was pressured by McManus. And Boric's shot never got through off the body of a Middlebury defender. But now coming in is Thompson. Can't move through the defense. And now Boric will have to fight to get that one back off the stick of McInerney. But Middlebury able to move it out. Here's Flynn. Flynn trying to get around Orr will move it around. And Plattsburgh able to get it out. Pasmonti cannot win that race. Now Middlebury looks to move it out, but not before Balfour has a say. Norton retreats. Trying to find Calhoun with that pass. And Middlebury, another good defensive play right as soon as the puck crossed their blue line. To control this one is Kim. And now Middlebury trying to move this one ahead. Appleyard couldn't get it past that blue line, and that one's called down as Hauer moved it ahead for an offside.
Yeah, for a second, I didn't really see where the puck was. It was, yeah, you can say where the ref is right now. That's where I saw where the puck was. you know, upsetting that little Middlebury momentum that they had offensively. And, you know, it's just an opportunity for the Cardinals to reset here and try to get something.
Calhoun onto the stick of Kasperzak, and she elects to shoot instead of passing it to Facette, and Will covers up her shot.
Yeah, Will right there covering every corner, every inch of that goal, and it's just mostly, it's getting annoying for the Cardinals because they can't hit anything with just 11 shots on goal.
So for Will, off those 11 shots, a perfect 11 saves, and another one right there, make it 12 off of the stick of Calhoun.
She just dusted off some little dust from her shoulder. You didn't see that? That was, even though it wasn't a powerful shot, it was still a good shot that could have been a goal if it did get by her. Anything can happen in hockey.
So face off here, glove side of Will. And Middlebury controls off that face-off. Ooh, and a big hit there, center ice. No calls made. And now Wasik will fight for it in her own corner. Gets it successfully to Wall, who leaves it for Masoda, who dumps it in. But that one comes right back down. These Plattsburgh players who are gassed, unable to make a change for an icing.
Oh, whatever you gotta do, you gotta change up a line, do whatever you can to win a game. And if you're Middlebury, you gotta give them props that they have been taking advantage of those face-off wins when they struggled face-off, you know, face-off wise.
Masoda gets that one back to Urban, who looks to move it up to Mataliano. Masoda trying to get there, but winning the race first is Naaman. It's Kim moving it ahead, met there by Mataliano. And now Ferraris moves it ahead. Ferraris getting it onto the stick of Flynn, and she scores, doubling the lead for Middlebury. It's 2-0 in the second.
Wow. Amazing goal right there, an amazing setup right there. Give this replay another chance. The little
Ferraris onto the stick of Flynn, putting it up top bins. Another one, top corner. Middlebury has been favoring that. They are finding Nice's weak spot tonight.
But that's the thing. You have to find your open players. You have to continue to put that pressure on Nice. It's going to be a challenge, and Nice has to understand, listen, I can't let these goals affect me. I know that Middlebury has a hot momentum offensively after that 8-0 game in the first round. And Middlebury is just continuing that playmaking skills from that first rounder.
They want goals in this tournament. Another cover up there by Will. And yes, this Middlebury team, I've never seen another team so goal hungry entering this tournament.
And especially, it's now, they have 10 goals in total in this season without at least allowing one in this tournament. So it's showing something. It's showing that they have a new momentum and a new goal, and that's to upset every team that comes their way.
True underdog mentality here for these Panthers, who really coming into this tournament weren't an underdog, as France is right on the doorstep, can't connect with that tip. But like I was saying, you know, won their conference, but came in, had to play a first-round matchup, and they're looking like they just came off the bye.
No, it does, and it hurts a little bit, but it's just really the regular season ranking as well. You have to perform well in the regular season to get these top 2 seedings. And the reason why the Cardinals got these top 2 seeding, they won championships, they won good games as well, close games, and now look at them now.
And now already down by a score of 2-0. It's Forsyth heading to the box for Plattsburgh for 2. And so Middlebury, a chance to put 3 on the board here, not even halfway through the game.
Oh, if you're Plattsburgh as well, you're 7 for 60 in power play and penalty kills. So your opponents have struggled so many times when they're on the power play.
And so now this Panther power play gets back to work. We'll see if they can add goal number 3. Kim tried to move in there, but some nice defense by the captain for these Cardinals, Wasik. And a good clear here kills some crucial seconds off of this penalty kill. 1:30 to go in the power play for Middlebury. And a nice takeaway there by Masota. It's Calhoun on the doorstep, but not able to get a shot off. Great defense there by Middlebury, even though they had an extra skater.
No, it was a 2-on-2. Once Masota made the pass to Calhoun in that middle, Middlebury took the chance, put the pressure on, squashed Calhoun like a little bug right there, and it's a Middlebury game right now as this defense is showing off.
And the chance that could have been for the Cardinals off that fantastic Masota takeaway.
Oh, Masota wants to put this offense up there. She wants to make this offense wake up, knowing that there's little game left in this tournament.
Well, if anyone is going to wake up this Cardinal offense, you know it will for sure be Julia Masota. But now 30 seconds to go in this Middlebury power play, and that shot, not the power Ziegler wanted off of that one on the side of the net. But they get back to work as that shot pushed aside. That was a ripper.
Oh, a good shot with power. Nice giving up too much space at that goal, and it's just really showing that this defense is breaking apart.
And so now 7 seconds to go on the power play as this one comes to a close. Score still 2-0, and coming down this near side now are the Cardinals. Here's Bork behind the net. Bork looking for Pasmondi out in front, but couldn't get her stick on that one. Norton now fighting for it. Wall joins the battle. Finally able to get it out, and Norton's shot doesn't get past Masota, but Mazota's shot, another great stop by Will with the pillows. Here's Orr pinned against those far end boards. It's Wall now getting it back to Orr, and Orr loses it. Nice stick there by Kim. And now Middlebury trying to move it up ahead, trying to get that offense going, trying to keep it going, I should say. But an icing takes away all momentum off of that offensive play.
No, but it's still giving more chances to Sophia Wills. It's like she's getting those chances. She's still perfect in 13 tries, and this Cardinal offense is just, they can't find anything against this goalminder.
And so Francis now behind the net, centering that one. Facette trying to get onto it. So is Kasperzak, but neither of them could put it behind Will.
Kasperzak got it right there. She had the opportunity to get it, but Will just got so quick to the other side, and she is protecting that goal like it's nothing.
Full platoon swap for Middlebury as Cardinals look to come back down the ice. It's Thompson on the puck. Thompson trying to get it to another white jersey, but can't find one as this puck will trickle all the way back down to retreat for Forsyth, who will try to move it ahead into some neutral ice. Thompson can't keep it in, however, and now shooting is Middlebury, but that one pushed away by Nice. Fight for it in the corner. Plattsburgh trying everything they can to come away with that one, and Facette will try to get it out to Kasperzak, but Francis gets there first for the Cardinals. But Francis unable to keep possession. That puck is pushed up against that Cardinal bench.
A little bit of referee interference right there, but the Cardinals is just trying. They are trying their best to keep this puck out of their zone.
Pasmondi can't push it ahead. Wasik will try to do it herself. And now Pasmondi center ice getting that one over to Orr, and Bork out in front, but Pasmondi taken down in possession of the puck, and no call made. So now moving it ahead is Middlebury. Nice around move for Johnson, but can't get her shot away. It was some nice defense there by Wasik and Urban. And now a big hit against the boards. Orr trying to make something happen, but loses possession once again. And this game now starting to get physical.
Like Professor Zito once said, Middlebury is like the Boston Bruins of this conference, of this division. You can't say anything about that. Middlebury's going to come out here being aggressive. They're going to show you those body checks. They're going to do whatever they can to score against your defense and still make you so annoyed that you can't get anything by their defense.
Yeah, and what a great comparison. You know, the Bruins in the NHL and these Middlebury Panthers, the one thing that you think of when you think of both teams is aggressiveness, aggressive defense, aggressive offense, and showing for it today that led to 2 goals so far for these Panthers.
Oh, if only 9 shots on goal, they're finding it. They have gotten by Nice twice, and they're trying to put more pressure on this struggling defense and offense.
And that also shows with the only 9 shots on goal, they like to take those smart shot chances.
Well, but they've been getting more opportunities like that because this defense has struggled to keep up with Middlebury's offense.
And now that tip out in front is popped up high into that netting. And so we'll have a face-off glove side of Lila Nice.
Take it back a play. If you compare Middlebury's defense right now when the Cardinals are attacking, you see more of a heavy defense, more of a protection around Sophia Will. But when you take it down to the Cardinal side, it's more separated. It's like a man-on-man type of routine. And that leaves Nice open and playing by herself and really putting more work on Nice, giving her a bigger challenge.
Yeah, and so the 2 defensive strategies really coming to the forefront of this game, seeming like the zone defensive scheme around Will is working better than the man-to-man defensive scheme that this Plattsburgh team is running in front of Nice.
And Sophia Will is like finding everything. She's protecting that goal like it's nothing. Look.
And another easy glove stop, making it look like nothing for Sophia Will.
Middlebury has found the opportunities. They found that second goal with that playmaking 1-2 punch out right there. That's amazing. And then getting that little backhand shot for that first goal is showing that this Middlebury offense, they may not be goal scorers, but they'll still find ways to break your defense.
Pasmani wins that face-off, and that shot ricochets off of too many skaters to count, but never reached Will as it went wide.
It's just the accuracy as well. The Cardinals haven't been able to get good accuracy shots against Will.
And soon it's going to start coming to a point for these Cardinals where they're going to have to find a goal to stay in this one.
No, you're going to have to play Middlebury's game, and it's just trying to really find your open player.
And that centering pass out in front for Flynn already has 1 so far, trying to get number 2, but Nice just a hair split quicker.
And it's Middlebury. I'm surprised that Middlebury isn't a goal-scoring team with just 67 goals this season, but still finding ways of trying to upset Nice. And you can see that right there. If Nice went up more to attack the Middlebury offense, that would have been an easy goal for that Middlebury offense.
And that one-timer off the blue line by Sabrina Kim, swallowed by Nice. So 2 back-to-back saves for Nice, getting the work here late in the second.
Oh, yeah, and it's a challenge, really, and especially now, Middlebury has caught up in shots on goal, and they're showing the offense that they had in that first-round game.
Yeah, and so with more offensive shots in that first, it was for the Cardinals, but Middlebury really coming alive in the second. They've got a goal to show for it, but we'll see if Plattsburgh can have an answer here as that shot by Wasik patted up and away by Will.
They'll let you take those one-timers, but once you try to take it in close to that goal zone, it's over.
Yeah, it's very smart defensive play here by this Middlebury Panther defense. As soon as that puck is even close to getting in between those circles, they send all 3 defenders down, make a nice cocoon around that net. You can see it right here for crowding that crease. It really is some nice defense out here for this Middlebury team.
And they leave like the Cardinal defensive players out there. They just leave them open just to cover more of Will's zone.
And that tells you that this Middlebury team must not be scared of the shot coming from these Plattsburgh defensemen.
Well, if you really think of it, the Cardinals have a good shot when they're more close to the goal. but long shots, like long snipes, those one-timers, they struggled with.
Now here's Masoda looking to get it to Francis, but that pass never reached her. And so now here's Masoda keeping it in, getting it over to Norton, but Norton's shot pushed up off the glass and out of play. 3:20 to go in the middle frame.
That hit the president. I feel bad.
President and Yeti down there has to be careful, make sure we can't have him getting hurt now, can we?
No, you can, and he's looking good. It did hit him like towards the top of his, like towards the head area, but he's still looking good after that puck.
And even though these Cardinals are down 2-0, President Yeti still with that signature smile on his face. You can never seem to make, I've never seen him not happy.
I have never seen him without a smile on his face.
Yeah, a positive presence, such a warm, welcoming figure to have heading this Plattsburgh community. But there again, that stunning pass towards Mazoda, and the shot from Wall just needed to get that a bit higher, and that would have been behind Will.
But Will, with that reaction, as she doesn't really let up at all. You see how she jumps up, it finds that puck, lays back down, and she's like, yeah, I'm still ready, even if I let that puck bounce off and deflect off of me.
Yeah, and she was smart enough not to stand all the way up, you know, sort of in that crouching position, because if she would have gone all the way up, that one might have gone through 5-hole.
No, it would have. It would have got through, and the Cardinals would have just been at just one goal.
And that's that quick reflex by Sophia Will. But now another shot on the doorstep. Nice trying to cover that one up, can't find it as it comes away, and Francis able to move ahead with some steam. Here comes Francis trying to get a shot off, but again, that Middlebury defense closes it down in between the circles.
The middle is just, Francis has no way of just getting by that middle defense. That Middlebury defense, it's literally in their name. They're Middlebury for a reason. They cover up that middle zone and it's over. That middle lane cannot be attacked.
And so now a stoppage here as no one was able to move that puck away.
But 5'7", Sophia Will is 5'7", and it didn't even look like she got up at all. I'm still on that replay.
Yeah, plays taller than her height for sure, Eli.
It's the skates. It's the skates give you height.
And so now here's Norton. Norton, that one, another pad push aside by Will. And Middlebury trying to get it out, can't get it past the neutral zone, and Borg sends it right back in. She'll get it for herself, trying to center that one for Pasmondi, but the communication not on par there as they were just off beat, and that one off of Ferraris, just wide of Nice.
No, some good communication that the Cardinals have been having right now, and it's just been really killing them offensively.
And now a takeaway here by Flynn. Flynn trying to move in, but Pasmondi from behind took her down. And so with a minute 18 left in the period, Middlebury already up 2-0 will be heading to the power play for another chance in this second.
No, the power play just keep on coming, and these penalties are going to continue to hurt the Cardinals if they can't find a way to score. And if Middlebury can find a way to score against this struggling defense, they can run away with this game with just short minutes left in the second period.
And so for the rest of this second, Middlebury heads to the power play. So we'll see if they can get number 3 on the board. That shot off the stick of Nauraki doesn't go in. And now Middlebury trying to control that one, and that shot doesn't get past Norton. Now Will out of her own net, and behind the net to control is Johnson. She gets it on to the stick of Lazar, but can't find Nauraki. And so retreating once again is Johnson. Johnson pressured there by Calhoun. A minute 18 to go on the Middlebury power play. Johnson leaves it for her teammate right off the bench, but unable to get anything happening as Balfour not able to get it out there, but high stick called off that play. And so face off right outside the Middlebury bench. So it'll be Boric for the Cards and Avery McInerney for the Panthers. 22 seconds to go, and Middlebury controls off that face-off win. Ziegler trying to push it ahead. Flynn can't get around the Plattsburgh defense, however. So that one's sent in, and Will has to play it. 50 seconds to go on the Middlebury power play. And so a final shot by Ziegler as the period comes to a close. Middlebury grows their lead by 1. The end of the second, it is Middlebury 2, the Plattsburgh Cardinals 0. Shots on goal, however, in favor of the Cardinals, 16-13, but Middlebury using that nice high shot wrister off of that corner of Nice. How can she stop it, and how impressive has this Middlebury offense been this afternoon?
Well, if we can take a look at that replay again, it will be amazing. But those two shots against Nice, especially that 1-2 playmaking shot for that second goal, it's really showing that this Middlebury offense has been coming in here with a momentum. And it's just showing as well what that first rounder has done. Yeah, it's kind of concerning why the Cardinals are a little bit slacking offensively when they have gotten the bye. But if Middlebury can't come in here, upset this number 2 seed Cardinals team, it can look so differently in that NC tournament bracket.
Yeah, maybe a little sleepy are these Cardinals, but if it wasn't for Nice in net, now yes, she has let 2 past her, but if it wasn't for her, there would be much more than 2.
Oh, and it's true. Nice has done her job. She has struggled only allowing 2 goals, but it's still showing that even with her defense struggling, she can still step up and show why she's the leading goaltender for this Cardinals team.
And so we'll see if she can be perfect in the third, keep the Middlebury at 2, and hopefully her offense can get something going in the third. All they need is 2. But before that, it's the shot that put Middlebury up by 2. And what a good one it was. It was Ferraris getting that one over to Flynn, and Flynn just puts it home off the one-timer. And so that is your score. It is 2-0 here, but the third period coming up just after a short break. You won't want to go anywhere, folks. Third period action coming up right after this.
Of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. You can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
A good citizen is someone who wants to make a positive impact, both in their communities and in the world around them. The Division III approach is absolutely the best approach out there for amateur sport because it wants student athletes to explore all parts of who they are. Be successful in the classroom, be successful in competition, be successful in the community. So our student athletes learn what it means to strive for and attain success, but doing it the right way and being good citizens.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, being a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
I believe sportsmanship is it's a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
Warp is a world music radio station run by students. You can take 2 classes to get involved in the Warp. First, 209, where you get introduced to the radio world, practicing running a DJ board and being on air. And then 409, later in your college career, where you get a Warp management position, like news director, program director, and etc. It's a great time to further your skill and dive deeper into the radio world.
Tune in to WARP, Charter Channel 194, Campus Channel 10, Plattsburgh, New York.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
Here at PSTV, we want to give you lots of hands-on experience, to hands-on experience, to hands-on experience.
A good citizen is someone who wants to make a positive impact, both in their communities and in the world around them. The Division III approach is absolutely the best approach out there for amateur sport because it wants student athletes to explore all parts of who they are. Be successful in the classroom, be successful in competition, be successful in the community. So our student athletes learn what it means to strive for and attain success, but doing it the right way and being good citizens.
My name is Jim Sherman. I'm the Assistant Director of Community Living. Our community advocates on each hall. They do programs, they are mentors on the floor, they help build community. They also help keep the building safe and secure. In addition to that, as I mentioned before, we also oversee community government. Community governments are in each hall, which give the power to our residents to make some decisions on programming and that sort of stuff.
Proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
Watch Cardinal basketball and Cardinal hockey only on PSTV.
Cardinal Points is the independent student-run newspaper of SUNY Plattsburgh. We put out a weekly print publication every Friday, and we try to do as many up-to-date current stories on the website as often as we can. I am editor-in-chief of Cardinal Points. I'm the one who it all kind of falls back onto when things go wrong, or ideally try to make things go as smoothly as they possibly can, and I'm lucky I got a lot of good people around me that help me do that.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, being a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
Yo, dude, that's a banger.
Yeah, dude.
I believe sportsmanship is it's a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
What is going on in here, dude? Dude, you're not yourself and you're not watching PSTV. Better.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Welcome to PS News. I'm Emily Hampton, and here are tonight's top stories. New Zealand has now joined the UK
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
Why do I love TV video production? Because it allows creativity to do anything I want. As a kid, you probably had imaginations and visions of making your own TV show or your own movie, and this is the major where you get to do that. You also get to meet people who share a very similar vision, or maybe open your eyes to a whole different world of production that you never thought of before. So why not try a TV video production? You may like what you see.
Hey And welcome back, everyone, to the Ronald B. Stafford Ice Arena, where the Division III Women's Ice Hockey Championship quarterfinals between the Middlebury Panthers and the Plattsburgh State Cardinals is about to get right underway. But before we get to that, updated numbers from your browse around the bracket. Didn't have the right numbers for my first one, but I've got them this time. Amherst and Elmira playing. They are up Elmira, that is 1-0 over Amherst. And then Adolphus versus River Falls, 1-1 in that one. And then Hamilton and Adrian, my mistake by saying it was 3-1 in favor of Hamilton. It is 3-1 in favor of Adrian. So Adrian doing what they are expected in that one. So that is how the rest of the bracket looks for you. But right here in Plattsburgh, it is 2-0 in favor of the Middlebury Panthers. And so 20 minutes, Eli, that is what the Cardinals have left. They need 2 to tie and 3 to take the win. How do they do it?
Well, if you're the Cardinals right now, if you're their home, their home fans right here, you have to do everything to get by this Middlebury defense. You have to be faster than them. You have to pass smartly. You have to communicate well, knowing the fact that this Middlebury defense could stop you at any time, and they could take this game away from you at any minute.
And especially if they're going to get goals in this one, the Cardinals, they are going to have to get past Sophia Will, who is a perfect 16 for 16 through 2. But we get the third period underway as Middlebury wins the faceoff and will control off of this one. And that is an interesting line to point out in this game so far. Plattsburgh only 16 shots on net. This is a team that through 2 periods averages almost 30 shots on net.
It's showing, and it's the playoffs. It's the NCAA tournament. What else can you expect when you're facing every team in your division from around the world that wants the same thing as you, and that's bringing their trophy back to their home campus?
And so Johnson will control off of this puck, and we'll see if Middlebury can win this one. We'll see how far they go.
Oh, if you're Middlebury, you're looking for your first win against the Cardinals since 2019. And since then, the Plattsburgh Cardinals have won 5 straight every time they have met Middlebury.
Yeah, and that's a feeling that definitely has had to have stuck around with Middlebury. We've been through a whole pandemic since the last time they have beaten the Cardinals. Could today be the day that they finally get it done?
Well, and it's really the #1 game you want to keep your eyes on, because if Middlebury can do the impossible, you can knock down a higher seed early in this tournament.
Now moving ahead is Pasmonti through the zone. Her shot off the stick of Neiman.
And it's only up to Sophia Will if she's willing enough to give up this lead.
Here's Thompson retreating for that one. We'll just send it up ahead. Pasmonti racing for that, but doesn't beat Cece Ziegler to it. And now on the puck for Middlebury is Lazar. She's already got one in this one, got it in the first. Can she get another here in the third? Not according to Francis, who was sitting on that puck, but that shot off from the blue line by Johnson never got through. So Francis still fighting for that one, but it scoots out. It's Urban now, and Wasik to take control of that one, getting it back up to Francis, who finally gets it out of the Plattsburgh end. And now moving ahead is Mazzotta, but she'll just elect to dump it in on to Will. And Francis will collect that in the corner. Here's Francis trying to move around, looking for the centering pass, but gives it back to Wall behind the net. Wall centering it, but no one home to get that one. Balfour was just 2 strides behind it. Francis is taken down to the ice, and Wall tries to recollect that puck for Plattsburgh. But it scoots out and is controlled by Johnson. Johnson, though, had the puck taken away from her, by Mazzotta. And now here's Calhoun, fresh off the bench. But Will not sleeping here, coming out of the locker room. Nice save for her to start this third.
And why would she be sleeping? It's Sophia Will. She's willing enough to even get this game and lock it down. Too many Wills right now.
And so a nice face-off win there by Middlebury. They look to move it ahead. Here is Farasis getting that one over to Flynn, and Flynn almost put it 5-hole. That one would have been going in, but a nice late fix for Nice to keep her pad inside of her own body.
Oh, Nice almost gave up that third goal right there, but she recovered. She reset herself, and Middlebury now a little bit, annoyed from that, but they're trying their best to get out of here.
Yeah, because you can see there she wanted to kick her left leg out, but at the last second decided to keep it in, and that's what kept goal number 3 off the board.
If she even picked up her leg right there, I felt like that puck would have went under her leg, and it would have been a 3-0 game right now.
Now a fight for it in the corner. Coming away with it is Middlebury. Now centering out in front. That shot doesn't get in, and it comes out, and so Middlebury will be forced to reset. Now moving ahead is Kim. Kim looking for a teammate, but finds Boric instead of the Cardinals. Here's Bork leaving it for Orr, and Orr shot. Another nice stop by Sophia Will.
Sophia Will is continuing to do it. And she's really giving Middlebury some hopes right now. And this team has only advanced 9 times to the NCAA semifinals. The last time was in 2022 when they won it all.
So now moving it up is Appleyard. Appleyard, though, taken off that one. It was Orr moving it ahead, trying to find Pasmondi. Pasmondi will race for it to negate the icing, so some great effort by Pasmondi, but Plattsburgh cannot control off of it.
Plattsburgh, they look like they're running out of juice. Only 15:30 left in this game, and they're only down by 2.
Going to chase that one back is Middlebury, and now they look to move it ahead. Trying to get that onto the stick of Nauraki. And that shot never got through. Now it's fight for it in the corner. Masota trying whatever she can, and that shot off of Nauraki just wide.
A little domino effect over there.
So now Thompson gets it to Francis, and Francis finally moves it out for Plattsburgh. Francis being annoyed there, but Wall trying to push it in with Masota for help in the crease, but nothing gets through Will.
Nothing has gotten by her at all, and it's just been a willing game.
Now here's Wall trying to move it ahead, but on the ice was Francis blocking that pass from centering. And so now moving it back out is Middlebury, but they will make a platoon change. So retaking possession of this, or trying to, is Plattsburgh, and finally Masota able to get it out. Now here's a chance. Masota getting it to Wall, out in front, back to Masota, but can't get it past Will.
It's dangerous. It's really getting to the point where the Cardinals are not unable to get anything by her zone. It's just a wall built around Sophia Will.
And her will is keeping her in this one. She has the will to win this afternoon.
Oh, if you really take it back, it's like this team hasn't really shown any rebuild status, mostly because it's recent since the last time they won it all. 2022 is not that far. It's only like 2 years apart, and that's the last time they were also undefeated. They were the first team across any NCAA division to complete an undefeated season, 27-0-0.
Yeah, very, very impressive. And like you were saying, people and fans, critics alike, were expecting this Middlebury team, to obviously not be as good as last year, as that shot goes wide, and their record, isn't as good as it was when they went undefeated, but this still isn't a team that should be taken lightly. This team still should be treated like that unbeaten team, and it feels like tonight Plattsburgh didn't do that.
No, and especially Plattsburgh has 5 games won on their head against Middlebury, but it doesn't mean anything. Middlebury and Plattsburgh has always had that back and forward. They're 27-11-4, 4 ties out of those matchups, and they know what to expect, knowing that this is their 3rd meeting this season, 43rd overall.
And when there's only Lake Champlain separating the two teams, you know things get hot as 3 players crash into the boards hard there. Looks to be Jordan Hauer of Middlebury and Thompson and, Orr for Plattsburgh. And so hopefully all 3 ladies are all right.
Oh, Middlebury right there. They're continuing that fast-paced game, and it's something. Where have we seen this before? Is really the question. Middlebury's really playing a game that they could have played during the regular season, and right now the playoffs are showing it. You gotta tighten up your defense if you want to play some good competitive hockey.
And now going on to the power play yet again is Middlebury, as it's the captain Wasik heading to the bin for 2 for slashing, and what a chance there out in front by Ferraris, but just went through her skates.
Whew. Ferraris wanted that badly. She wanted to get that punch out right there, that little wrist shot right there close near knees, but couldn't. A little bit of bad communication right there from, within the Middlebury offense, but they're still looking good with only 12:20 in this period.
And so minute 15 to go on the Middlebury power play. We'll see if number 3 is good for the job. We'll see if 3rd time is the charm to do it for this Middlebury team. Here is Hauer. Now up top is Ziegler, but moving that over. And the shot by Appleyard never got in. And so now moving it up ahead on to goal is Pasmondi, but no help behind her. And so now coming right back down is Ziegler for Middlebury. Ziegler taking off that puck, and streaking for it is Mazzota, but will come out and play that herself. Norton can't get to that one, and so now moving ahead is Middlebury, as that player was taken down. It was Kat Appleyard, and so now Middlebury will be on the 5-on-3 as Balfour will be headed to the bin for 2 for tripping.
It's disappointing, really, and the Cardinals, they're getting more and more annoyed from the fact that they can't get anything past Sophia Will, but the tripping calls as well. Going for those trips is risky if you're the Cardinals, knowing that's going to just cut more players from on the ice and give Middlebury an advantage.
So seemingly this frustration starting to boil over, starting to come to a head for this Plattsburgh Cardinal team. We'll see if they can stay focused, stay in it, and not let their emotions get the better of them.
Well, with the 5-on-3, is what else can you really do except play tight defense and dump and chase?
Here's Ferraris down to Johnson as Wasik comes out of the box and smothered by Nice.
Oh, good job right there, cutting the first penalty out of the window. And it's more now 5-on-4. What can we do? What can we do to stop Middlebury from attacking our zone and keeping this puck in here while time runs down?
So now face-off 1. And controlled by Middlebury. Johnson keeps it in, gets it over to Kim, who gets it down to McKinney. Back over to Johnson. Now McKinney. But no shots getting in on Nice, and so some good defense out in front for Plattsburgh. Johnson moves it ahead. It's Appleyard. Wasik to play it, however, fresh out of the bench, or the box. And now moving it back ahead is Ziegler. Ziegler looking to center that one, but Ferraris just didn't get the shot off that she wanted. 43 seconds to go in the Panther power play. Here's Kinlan. Leaves it for Hauer. Hauer looking for someone out in front. but will hold and get it back to Ziegler, and Ziegler's shot is wide. 25 to go on the power play. Ziegler trying to move that one up ahead once more. And going back for that one is Forsyth, who slaps it over to Pasmondi, but Pasmondi cannot control it as it wraps all the way around and will go past the Middlebury goal line.
Oh, good kill right there from the Cardinals, adding on to their penalty kill stats. And can they do something right here, keeping this puck in the zone?
So nice takeaway there by Pasmondi as the Cardinals killed yet another power play. And so we'll see if Middlebury coming up now. Here they come. That shot never got through. Some great defense there by Zofia Pasmondi.
Oh, Pasmondi knows what's expected. She knows that, listen, if we can't really lock down on defense and protect our goalie, we're going to be in trouble.
And so now Thompson to control for Plattsburgh, trying to move it ahead to Orr. Orr controlling near that blue line, keeps it in. Now it's Thompson on this near circle, looking to get that around to Wall, who's behind the net, but she's met by Ziegler. And now Middlebury looks to move it ahead. It's a race for it. Thompson gets there first and gets it around to Wall. Power play over. And so Plattsburgh able to stand strong on both PKs. A minute 25 left if the Cardinals have a chance.
They need the will to get that chance right now. Sophia Wills is really just continuing to lock onto that puck, continuing to find ways to block that puck from getting in, and it shows why she has 5 shutouts, and it shows why maybe that offense against Western New England was so shut out. 8 goals from the Middlebury side, 0 goals against Middlebury. And you have to give credit to both top players on that Middlebury roster, and that's Flynn and McHenry.
So,
oh no. But what else can you say? That's really all. It's the quarterfinals, and both teams are looking to dominate.
Yeah, and so head coach of these Plattsburgh Cardinals, Kevin Houle, talking it over with his girls on the bench. Have to look to draw up something here. Gotta get at least that first one on the board if you even want to think about scoring 2, let alone 3 to get the win.
Well, if you're Middlebury, you continue to do what you have to do. You continue to keep that same momentum you have shown this whole game. But if you're the Cardinals, you have to go in and show pressure. You have been affected by the penalties so much, and the face-offs have been killing you this game. If you want to stay in this tournament, you have to pop off, get 2 goals, send this into OT, or win it here in this third period.
So that puck played in the neutral ice. Trying to move it ahead is Pasmondi, but she's met by a group of Panther defenders. Now pushed up against those boards, trying to get it out is Bork and Norton. They're fighting Hauer and Lazar. Finally pokes free. Pasmondi racing for it against Appleyard, and she will get there first and leave it for Wasik. Wasik getting up back ahead to Pasmondi. Pasmondi trying to get around Kim. Can't, and never got a shot away.
2 defenders right there putting the pressure on Pasmondi, but still there's Cardinals nowhere to be found when you need the rebound.
So Fernandez looking to move that ahead. We'll leave that for Kim, who moves it ahead to Flynn. And now Flynn dumping it around, looking for McHenry, but can't find her as that puck was held by Francis, but pinned against those boards by Fernandez. And now Francis trying to get that puck back, but Fernandez wins yet another battle. Francis finally gets the puck for herself, but gives it right back to Middlebury, and Ferraris dumps it in. Here's Wasik trying to clear the zone. Finally able to make a defensive change are the Cardinals. 6:39 to go in the period. It's that center and pass out in front for Balfour, but Balfour can't get the shot away, but a delayed penalty call will be coming here. So 6:29 to go in the game, and Plattsburgh will be headed to the power play.
Something right there. Middlebury taking that penalty. Not liking it so much, but it's just now, can the Cardinals take advantage of this power play, knowing that there's not that much time left in this game?
And so junior out of Stoneham, Massachusetts, Kylie Kinlan heads to the box for 2. And so a crucial chance here for Plattsburgh. They have to get 1 here.
No, they definitely do. And if you know the Cardinals' success on the power play, you know they can get it here or they just lose it.
Here's Wasik manning the power play. It's Norton now looking to get that one into Masota, but Masota can never control it.
It's just like she's not showing no power in those shots, and it's just good shots. It's just not having enough power to get by.
And so Plattsburgh will have to reset now. Minute 30 to go in the power play. 6 minutes in the game. Wasik retreats for that one. She is pressured, however, by McInerney. And fighting for that one for Middlebury is Schluter. But Wall comes away with it. Getting it over to Norton. Norton trying to make a quick move there. And gets it up, trying to get it to Mazzotta at least. But Johnson, nice takeaway, and sends that one in. Nice has to leave her own crease to get that one. Norton can't find it, and onto that one is McQueen. But McQueen can't get a shot off. What a chance that would have been. Short-handed.
It's a good chance, but it's also showing like the flaws of this Cardinal defense. Middlebury's has been finding every way to attack this defense and keep the puck in the Cardinal zone.
And Wasik, lucky right there, didn't put it into her own net.
It's getting bad. It really is.
And so here's Orr. She's pinned against those boards by Kim. Trying to dig it out is McLean, and Boric finally able to. Now Thompson plays it over to Pasmondi. Pasmondi over to Boric, near circle. Her shot off the rebound by Orr, could not put it in on the empty net.
What?
Wide open side of the net there for Orr, but just couldn't put it in. And Will, going off to her weak side, snatches that one out of the air. 4:30 left in this quarterfinal matchup.
Forget the second opportunity on Will, but Sophia Will just really had the first shot. That could have been a goal. That empty net, it was so wide of a gap with that Middlebury defense, and Sophia Will getting the support that she needs. She's popping off this game.
So now face off, stick side of Will. McQueen wins that one for Middlebury, and they will just try to get it out, but can't. And so retreating for that one is Ziegler. Ziegler tries to push it up onto the stick of a teammate, but can't get it there. And so Plattsburgh will recontrol this one. 4:13 to go. Here's Pasmondi. Pasmondi pressured there by Schluter. And Wasik finally able to get it to Balfour. Balfour now trying to moving that out of the zone. Can't get it to Francis, however. Now Wasik receives that one. Moving it ahead to Francis, but Johnson wins that race for the puck. Flynn couldn't control it. Nice stick work there by Francis. And now playing it back around is Ziegler, moving it onto the stick of Fernandez, but she can't control it. And so a turnover for the Panthers. But Plattsburgh give it right back as Francis was going off for a change. Here's Wall to Masota. Masota trying to push that one in near post, but the pillow was there before Masota even got the shot off. Now here's Ziegler behind the net, 3:10 in the game. Dumps it in, just trying to kill off as much time as possible. Icing waved off. And now Plattsburgh trying to move it ahead, but that icing will stand.
Nobody was there to recover the puck except Middlebury players right there. And Middlebury is just continuing that put that pressure. And it's just no life from the Cardinals as there's only 2:59 left in this period, in this game, in the Cardinals season. It's really holding by a thread right now.
And so Wall recontrols that one, and now trying to move it ahead, get something going for this Cardinals offense is Kira Wall. Wasik, her shot, Will thought she had it in her glove, went off of her glove. Luckily, that didn't go in the net. And now moving in is Kasperzak, and Kasperzak on the backhand, covered up by Will. She's got the will to win tonight.
She definitely does got the will to win tonight, and it's just showing she's still perfect. 26. That shutout is in sight. You don't want to jinx it, but it's in sight right now. Look at this little replay right here. Wasik trying to get it right there with the backhand, but Will denies it, gets it, holds it down, giving Middlebury a chance to reset.
And so now, off of that one, it will be Kevin Houle calling a timeout for the Cardinals after it was Middlebury who called the last one. Tried to draw up something last time. That didn't work the way he wanted it to. We'll see. Maybe he does something different, tweak the offense a bit, maybe spread it out a bit more. I know this Plattsburgh team isn't hot, isn't in favor of those long-range shots, but that might be how you have to get it done this afternoon if you want to get it done. 2:59 to go.
No, and it's true. The long shots Middlebury hasn't been putting more of their focus on because they know Plattsburgh is a close range type of team. They like to go for the wrist shots, they like to go in for the backhands, and they like to go in for those fast break opportunities. But it just hasn't been in this game as the Cardinals have been looking drained in speed and just the momentum to win. While Middlebury, they're still coming off that momentum from the first rounder, leading this playoffs with just 10 goals, is it? 10-0 scoring-wise. And they look like they're about to continue to push that momentum into the semifinals.
Yeah, Will definitely wants this shutout. She definitely is hungry, but 2:33, it's crunch time, it's clutch time, it's do it now or go home for these Cardinals. But a nice face-off control off of that win for Middlebury, trying to get that back in neutral ice. Boric getting that one for Plattsburgh, looking to move it in, but Kim hits it right back out. Norton getting that one to Wall. Wall now looking to center it, trying to get it to Masota or Boric, but she puts it right into the glove of Will.
If you're Kira Walls, last time I did the interview with her, she loves to pass it to Masota, and Middlebury has caught on to that. Seeing the plays right now between Kiara Walls and Masota, they haven't been able to make any playmaking to score at least and get this offense on fire.
Yeah, the connection that that has been carrying the Cardinals through not only the regular season, but even throughout that SUNYAC conference playoffs. And Middlebury has basically made those two players invisible tonight.
No, they have. It's just been like a wall between those two. And it's right now, they're really eyeing that upset. They're eyeing to either go... It's just eyeing the sweep against this Cardinal team.
And so empty net here for the Cardinals. Extra skater on the ice. We'll see if that gets it done for him. Masota moving that out to Wall. 1:40 to go for the season.
Oh, it helped the men's. Can it help the women's now? Here, dire need in this NCAA quarterfinals.
That is right. Steve Moffitt in that SUNYAC championship game. Less than a minute to go, pulled his goaltender, Jacob Hearn, and that got them to overtime. Maybe Kevin Houle taking a bit of inspiration, but a bit harder of a task. They only had to get one in the game last weekend. For his women's squad tonight, he's got to get at least two, less than a minute and a half to go.
And if you know how this Cardinal offense is, they just been on fire all the time. And with less like 1:30 on the clock, you have to do everything you can.
And so fight for it. Middlebury just trying to keep it out of the possession of these Plattsburgh Cardinals as Kim will take it. 1:17 to go. That one moved up and in, but it's called for an offsides.
Well, if you want to take it down to the game of either the Cardinals or Middlebury will be facing in the semifinals, Elmira just tied it. It's 1 apiece right now in the third period. So Middlebury and the Cardinals, whoever is the winner of this game, will be watching out for that game as well.
Yeah, because whoever wins that one, they will be facing off in the semifinals. And a good clear there. Nice effort by McInerney to get it out of her own zone. Only 50 seconds to go for these Cardinals. Norton racing back to get that one. It's Pasmondi, and Pasmondi just hit off the puck there. These Cardinals look dazed and confused a bit.
I don't know if it was the bye or if it was the days off or even if it was the momentum that Middlebury brought into this game. The Cardinals season is right there on life support. Can they keep this season alive?
Not many more chances left. Maybe a handful if they're lucky, but they gotta win this face-off if they want any chance of getting some offense going here. They do win the face-off, and that slapper around by Balfour, just trying to move it as far up the ice as fast as possible. Francis fighting for that one, less than 30 seconds. Here's Francis centering out in front and through the legs of Calhoun and Wasik. 18 to go. It's Orr on the doorstep trying to put that one in on Will, and Will covers up. 12 seconds to go, and she still is perfect.
Sophia Will, if you go on to win this whole championship, you are our MVP on PSTV. She has gone perfect against this Cardinal offense. She has done it all. Look at all those bodies within her own zone, and nobody can score.
Plattsburgh's like, we want a goal. Will says, not I will survive. And another stop there by Sophia Will.
Please let me know. A shot from Middlebury, they'll hit that. But Sophia Will is not letting anything by her. That side, every corner, every edge of that goal is being protected by the one Will Hope of Middlebury.
So now, one more chance for Plattsburgh. Almost an impossible looking task here. Less than 8 seconds. They need 2. It has happened before. I've seen 2 goals in less than 8, but that shot by Orr will do it as Middlebury moves on to the semifinals, knocking out the Plattsburgh Cardinals, getting the upset win in this one by a score of 2-0. And so Middlebury will be anticipating the winner of that Elmira-Amherst matchup.
Man, what else can you really say for this team? And especially shout outs to Sophia Will. One thing, another thing, she kept it going. You see that big ticket over there? Ticket punch to your NCAA Division III semifinals. And can the Middlebury Panthers win it for the first time since 2022? This is their 9th? I am lost right now. No, this is their 9th, their 10th semifinal clinch since 2022. And they're going to try to fight for their 7th clincher at the championship game, which is just something. This Middlebury offense have shown it. They were only kept to 2 goals. Lila Nees, she did her job. It was a challenge here, but it was all Sophia Will as she brings the will here to the Ronald B. Stanford Arena.
Yeah, and can't talk about her enough, but one thing I would love to mention is this Middlebury offense. As you said, only 66 goals in the regular season. In 2 games in this tournament alone, they have scored 10 and let up none. That is impressive. That is what you can build off of. That is what championship teams are made of. So this Middlebury Panther team is going to be a fun and exciting team to watch in this next one, Eli.
Yeah, especially. I can't wait to watch them as well. You're the number 6 seed. You struggle somewhat in the regular season. You won your conference title, and you're looking to win your 5th title in program history in the NCAA. It's something. It's an experience. I wish them the best of luck. As for our Cardinals here, they end the season. Our graduates don't come out here with a win. They end the season here, their final season here at the Ronald B. Stanford. And there's nothing else to say, but just congratulations to Middlebury. Right here, we get a little replay, and it's just showing how this Middlebury offense has been. That goal right there, the first goal,
one.
that was an amazing goal from Middlebury. You see that corner that Nice let up. Not even a little inch you can give to Middlebury or any other team, because they'll find it, they'll snipe it. This second goal here, the playmaking right there. Boom, bow, wow. Nice, she couldn't believe it. And this Cardinal offense and defense, they're in shock because they could have done better in a shutout here in this quarterfinals.
Yeah, and so the 2 goal scorers for the Panthers, it was Audrey Lazar getting that first one. Nice corner shot, and then Kate Flynn, almost exactly the same one on Nice, got it through to make it 2-0, get the goal that would eventually win this game. But like as you said, for these Cardinals, you know, that championship drought continues, and just another season that they will see as disappointment.
No, and it's true. Every athlete out here, when the season doesn't end with a championship win, it's a disappointment. It's a failure of a season. But in their eyes, they came out, they fought in that SUNYAC Conference Championship game, and they fought here in this quarterfinals. Of course, Middlebury ends that 5-game winning streak for the first time since 2019, getting that first win against the Cardinals, who has dominated Middlebury for the past 4 to 5 years, even since the pandemic especially.
Yeah, and so we congratulate the Middlebury Panthers on their win, moving ahead to the semifinals, and your Plattsburgh Cardinals season comes to a close. Not the ending the fans or us were hoping for, but hey, it's another day you have to put in the past, and next season will be a brand new season. But for this one, we'd like to thank you for joining us all year long for Cardinals hockey, both men and women's. It was an amazing time putting these productions on for all of you at home. Like to give a big thank you to all the people who put this production on behind the scenes. Lauren Zito, Bruce Carlin, John Chambers, and our EP, Nate Bordeaux, all 4 members, very, very important and crucial to putting on these games, each and every one of them. And so with that, we'd like to thank you one more time for joining us all season long. The Cardinal season comes to an end in the NCAA tournament quarterfinals, a 2-0 loss to Middlebury. Thank you all so much one more time for joining us. I've been Hans Hummerschlag for Eli Perez. Thank you so much, Plattsburgh. Thank you all. We will see you hopefully in the spring for some baseball, maybe some lacrosse and some softball. But for now, thank you and have a great night.